Okay, what we're going to do today is I'm going to be putting together this right here. This is a seguidor de línea programable. It is a line follower. And so it's a little card that senses light and dark, and then it controls it to be able to follow the line. So these are the parts. I'm going to pop them out here in just a minute. This is a product put together by Eduwit. You can see the name down here. Eduwit, they are a company located in Chapala, in Ajijic, south of Guadalajara in Mexico, and they have a number of products that they put together for everything from kindergarten through high school, and from just basic building something to learning about circuits to programming like we'll be doing with this one. So we're going to assemble this first, and then after it's assembled, I'll go through the programming part of it, and we'll learn some stuff. Okay, so I'll come back after I've busted out all the parts, and then we will start building it. Okay, let's see if we can put this guy together. I've got some little GIFs here that it's pretty straightforward. We've got a little roller ball here to give it some. Let's get this up through here. Not the fastest man in the world. Just get it on for right now, and we'll tighten it up in a minute. Okay. Tighten that up. Okay. Rolling. Then these are our line follower sensors. We plug into here and into our brain, but we have one for each side here. These are pretty darn critical. Ooh. Not a lot of extra room with these. They're not bad. Check this out. They got this little, this came with it. This little gear thing that I can put on here went out for tightening. That's pretty darn brilliant. Oops. I have to take off one of those. I didn't get a full. Oh. I think these are supposed to be a little longer, actually. Look at that, it works. Pretty sweet. Take off one of these wheels and just make sure that screw's tight enough, because somehow I lost one of these little screws. And you definitely need two for these guys to hold them, because they need to be organized right. Building in real time. We'll see if I have to maybe make some adjustments to these screws so that it's pointing in the right direction. Make sure that's really tight. Okay, so you can see there's my line followers. They'll go like that and they'll find the lines. Okay, then next we'll put on our motors. Oops, this comes up from underneath. And then we have long screws, motor. I think we'll put it so the wires on the outside. And this towards the back, this towards the front. Okie dokie. And this fits in there. And then we run some screws through. This is where I think this little guy can be of some help, or not. Motor one. Motor 2. All right, then we have the brain's actually two pieces. These are proprietary, you can see here. Eduwit. This goes on top of this, but first, if we can do this right. Oh, not on there. On here. Okay, so this goes on here like this, and there are these two clamps that if I can get this to work right, it's a very slick way of holding this on here. Look at that. Check that out. Very slick, which is good because I didn't have screws for that, but I didn't need them. And this actually goes on top of it. Got a button. That's going to go like this to hold the whole thing together. And then now they put these little guys in here. I'm going to try to put them in because they did. Not quite sure what their job is except maybe to strengthen it. But you know, it works. So we'll work it. And this takes these long screws. Wow. Was that easy or what? These guys are wobbling. I got to wobble, wobble, wobble. Okay. Wheels go on here. Bingo. All right, now. And this we have up here. We have these are my two, I think you can see them, but right up here in the front, two motor ports. Now, when I actually start running this, I may have to flip these because if you flip it, it goes in the opposite direction. So these have to match, and I'm not sure what the matching is for these, but I got these, and then I need three. Color doesn't matter. I've got these jumper wires that are going to go onto these. Okay, so I just have to remember for this one, it's got a G, a V, and an S. So the G is the ground. Come on, boys. The V is the power, and S is the sensor. Okay, and let's see, so yellow is ground. That would be sensors right here. SVG, okay. Oh, right there. Sensors, SVG. Sensor 1. Okay. And sensor 2, we will have brown be ground because that makes more sense. This 3. Brown is ground. Over here. This way. And we're done. And there you have it. Get a review. Got my sensors, my rolling wheel, power wheels, got a button, so I've got my motors hooked up here, and my sensors are hooked up here. And so the next step will be learning how to program this bad boy. So we'll get to that in a little while.